I guess when I set up the stream, it's set up for not landscape, but we'll make do. We'll make do. Why, some of you guys are on here already. Hello, welcome. Oh my gosh, I have a client at the door. It seems like whenever I shut the door, they want in. And yeah, Kodiak, I can hear you. Come here, baby. We can show you off. I think it was Xena last week. Let me see if he'll come in. Oh, you are in here. That's it. You're in here and you're trying to get out. I didn't even see that you were in here. Well, now you got to say hi. Oh, and Xena's on the other side of the door. So we will see. Say hello. Right here. Right there. Show him your pretty eyes. Yeah. Say hello, Kodiak. Oh, you're just so soft and fluffy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. He is Curiosity Killed the Cat, right? Looking for equal time, right? You want your 5 minutes of fame or whatever it is? Oh, there we go. Yeah. He's got like a wider nose than normal cats. Yep. All right. I'm going to put you down. He is squirmy. Okay. I am trying to get all the things in order of lots of things. Lots of things. Yes. Okay. And my YouTube turned off. That's not nice. So let me get that up. Otherwise, I will not be able to see your guys' comments unless I happen to see them when I glance up. So that's not fun either. All right. Let's officially get started. Hello, welcome. My name is Elizabeth Giles, coming to you live from the Stampin' Unicorns Craft Room here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. And on Tuesdays, we just have some fun. And that's what we're going to do tonight. I don't have an actual stamping project prepared, but that's okay. I have this bag of goodies that I am going to show you all. And kind of talk a little bit about that type of stuff and those things, and I think you will enjoy it thoroughly. So even though we are not officially crafting, I'm still going to share all of that with you. And so this kind of works out okay with it being up and down. I really dislike that, but I didn't want to restart the video, so we will make do and do all the things. So let's just get this shared on over. I see some of y'all have liked and shared. I appreciate that so very much. It is just an easy act of kindness to do, to share. I mean, your friends want to know too, right? So join in the chit chat tonight and see some awesome swap cards. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. So what is a swap card? I think I've talked about these before. And a swap, typically it's with other demonstrators. However, it doesn't need to be. But a swap is where you make all of one card, right? So last week I told you that this was my swap card. This is the card that we made last week as well. So you definitely want to, oh my gosh, Facebook, I thought you posted. Come on now. Done. Post. Okay. So I made 13 of these cards, and then I swapped with 13 other demonstrators. And that's what I'm saying. Like, typically it's demonstrators. There are swaps out there for non-demonstrators and that kind of stuff. But I'm swapping to get different ideas for classes and such like that. So I like to have specific rules for my swaps, which is why I do them typically with other demonstrators and not customers. Because customers, I want you guys to be able to use whatever you want. So, there's just things, but it is a lot of fun. So I'm going to share with you swap cards tonight, and then we're going to talk about a lot of the things coming up here with Stampin' Up. And me, I have a lot of things coming up here too. Just some fun things. So speaking of fun things, well, not speaking of fun things, the Packer game sucked, right? It was very kind of unexciting. And then when it was exciting, it wasn't exciting for the good reasons, unless you're not a Packer fan, to which my husband thoroughly enjoyed. So if you guys do not know, my husband is a trader and he is a Vikings fan. And why don't you guys post, like, what's your favorite sports team? If you don't watch sports or something like that, it can be just whatever, like, so let me see what your guys' favorite teams are, because it's a lot of fun to see who likes what out there. Hello, Mary Kay, Sean, Kathy Wenzel, Chris with a K. Welcome. So on Sunday at noon, it was the Badger volleyball game, Packer game, and the Vikings game. So kind of as, I don't know, like if it was just a peace offering or something like that, but we watched the Badger volleyball game for most of the time. And holy buckets, was it a good game? I would say it was like a barn burner, except it didn't go into the fifth set. But the 4 sets. So we lost the first match or the first set. And then won the second one, won the third one, and then the fourth one, literally, if you guys don't know anything about volleyball, here is the premise. Like, you need to get to 25 points. And somebody gets a point every single time. So whether you're the serving team or not, 25 points, you got to win by 2. Well, it kept going. So they would be tied 25-25, then 26-25, then it would be 26-26. Like, so it just kept going all the way up into the 30s. I had never seen a score so high. So anyway, so we watched that, and then we caught the end of the Packer game, to which sucked. Yes, now there are some Mary Kay, just so you know, like the Badger volleyball games are awesome, except we are really awesome. So some of the games kind of suck. But anyhow, so that was our Sunday. That was our live action. But here's the really exciting part. Brian and I play fantasy football, and we're in the same league. There's no money, but I was playing him this week, and I whomped his butt. I had like 151 points, and Brian had like 120 something. So that was really good. I am a very competitive person when it comes to that. Not when it comes to my crafting. Like, I mean, I am a little bit, but it's all about sharing and carrying and all that kind of stuff. But my fantasy football team is 3-0. And let me tell you, I'm going to just tell you one more little story, and then we will get into it. But I do not necessarily pick players because they're good or that I know them or something like that. I mean, I will kind of like, there's like all these lists online, and it ranks everybody, but I have to have like a gimmick. I got to have a scheme. Like, my team needs to have a theme, right? So, the first year, which it's all for fun, right? Like, I just started picking people, and all of a sudden I realized that a lot of my players had like names that you could maybe call male genitalia, that name, like say Johnson or Cox, spelled C-O-X. Like, just, so my team name that year was Cox and Jocks. But okay, so you get the gist. Then the second year, I just start picking players, and I noticed that all of the players have like double letters in their names. So my whole roster had double letters, and that included like defense. So like Chris with a K just posted Pittsburgh Steelers. So maybe I had the Steelers for defense because there's two E's. But yeah, so that was my whole team. So then this year, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I picked like 4 or 5 teams, and then I looked at the board. I'm like, all of the last names like have a different first letter. So my team name, and I'll see if you guys get this, is H to T, easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay. So all of the players start with either H to T in the alphabet. And that's their name. Now there are 2 players that it's their first name, because I needed a Q and I couldn't find a Q. So I have like a Quentin or something. But yeah, so like ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3, but it's H to T. So anyhow, so I am 3-0, baby. 3-0 by picking players based off their last name. My sister is livid, honestly. But anyway, so that's the fun. I think we're gonna go ahead and turn the cameras down. I'm gonna start sharing some things, all of the things, and then we will give away one of these awesome Northern Lights. I'll show them to you guys again because they all have different patterns. So I'm giving away one, and yeah, fun things. Yeah, support all Wisconsin teams. That's right, Sean. That's right. Yes. Brian and I are both Bucks fans, so at least we got that going for us. So Badger volleyball and Bucks. Oh my gosh, my desk is such a mess. So oops, I did not go back to my YouTube. Let me just get back there so I can see your comments now, especially now that I moved my camera down. Otherwise, I will not be able to see. Brewers. Yeah, Mary Kay, I knew you were a big Brewers fan for sure. Okay, so this was the card that we made last week. If you guys did not catch that, you definitely need to. It is a super easy card to make. I really like them all. I don't think any of them are horrible. I mean, all of these patterns are super easy. And then on the inside, when you open it up, since this is that peekaboo window, you see this and then the rest of that DSP. So drum roll, please. And I better write this down because I just did it right before. The winner chicken dinner. And I think she's even on here. She is. All right. So I will write it down. Joanne. Then I won't forget when I write it down. So Joanne, you are going to get this. And I think I will hold on to it until the craft. So congrats, Joanne. And all Joanne had to do was comment. Super easy, right? Everybody gets entered in to win. Yada, yada, yada. So you can really see how this designer series paper just brings that to life. Because we had some Northern Lights here in Wisconsin just like 2 weeks ago. I got some pictures. Okay, so tonight we're going to have a little fun. And I am going to show you guys some swaps. And then I want you, so if you have your catalogs, or like there's the online exclusive PDF that I shared a while ago, you could have printed that off. But if you know when I show you one of the cards, what bundle that is or something like that, I want you guys to post. I want everybody to know where it's coming from. And I don't remember all of them, so I might need your help. So if you don't have your catalog or anything like that, definitely let me know. And I think I need to smush that up a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of black in my video. Okay, that might be good. I'm gonna even pull this back further. All right, so are we ready? Are we ready? Am I still live? I hope so. I didn't see anybody congratulate Joanne, so I wanted to make sure that we were still live, and I didn't see her comment either. So hopefully everybody's still here. So the first card I'm going to show you was not part of the swap, but it was a thank you card that I received from someone in the swap. So this swap happened to have 12 or 13 other demonstrators that did the projects and sent them in. So yeah, lots of cool things. So this card here, and she said, Elizabeth, thanks for organizing this swap. Beth Maxwell. And Beth, I just love on this card that she used this outline. Now, this is a really thin outline, and it's just attached onto there. But I love that this is stamped. And then she stamped it again and die cut out the flowers for the 3D effect. And then this back part is the designer series paper. Now, I have no idea what stamp set this is. I don't know if it's in the catalog, online exclusive, or what, because it wasn't part of the swap. It was just a thank you card. The rest of the swaps will all be in the catalogs or online exclusives. So there you go. And these brush breast butterflies, if you guys don't have them, like they are so complimentary to everything, right? Okay, are we ready? Impressions of Bloom. Thank you, Nanette. Welcome, online exclusive, which if you were a demonstrator and went to on stage, that's where we got that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Here we go. So we know we are live. And speaking of Miss Nanette, which she has a project sheet in hers, but I think hers is the first one here. So hers tells us what she used. So the main one was Snowflake Kisses. And that is that an online exclusive? Nope, that's Elegant Pine. So Snowflake Kisses must be in here. Who is calling me? Sorry, Rachel girl. I tried calling you before and now I'm busy. So, Snowy Delights. Sorry. Words. See, I should have looked in the back first. That would have been helpful, Elizabeth. Elizabeth. It's probably the next one. Nope. I quit. Oh, September online exclusive. Oh, Snowflake Kisses. Oh, here we go. Thanks. I should have read the thing more differently. Right? Somebody like yell at Rachel, honestly. Okay, so here's the Snowflake Kisses bundle. Now, one thing that I didn't realize, which is why it's really great to get these swaps, is that this actually cuts out a middle piece. Like, how stinking cute, right? So this is Nanette's swap. And she did a fancy fold, let me tell you. Woo. So you can see when you open it up, there's that hole. There's the snowflakes out of the DSP. Like, and this little detail, you guys, scrapbookers, I did not realize this. Like, I think I would buy this just for this die. How cool would that be to like have that in the corner of your scrapbook and then maybe you have a title that goes across? Oh my gosh, right? So, so cool. And then there's other like snowflakes that she cut out. And then these embellishments, if you guys haven't seen these guys yet, that is the faceted snowflakes. I was gonna say that and then I doubled down on my brain. So those are really stinking cool. Okay. So there's that one. I have to also, and I apologize, but I have to put them back in here. Otherwise I will not remember whose they are. And I will be posting like photos of these too, but for those of us on video, it's just a lot nicer. Okay, so our next card comes to us from Miss Kathy Larson. And this one I know is in the mini catalog. We used it last week. And when I was telling you guys about using the embossing folder as a background and then also where you can cut it out, and she used the tags that were listed on that same thing. The snowflake is velvet. Oh, well, Nanette, all the details. See, details, details, details. So let me find this embossing folder. It is 57, page 57. I knew it was towards the back of the catalog. So right here, you cut out all of these words at one time, and then here's the dies for the tags that she used. Then I loved, oh, I didn't even show, oh yeah, I did show the inside. The details on this. So not only did she use that on the outside, but then she put a little bit on the inside. And then the stitched dies, you guys. Not stitched, but I think they're called textured notes or something like that. But look at all of that. Definitely something really cool. Now, as you are seeing these cards, oh my gosh, Elizabeth, and think, oh, I might want to join a swap. Wow, that's, become a demonstrator. Oh, we're just going to stick with Kathy Larson here. Become a demonstrator, and I will tell you how to do a demonstratorship very, very easy. Okay, here we have the pet stamp set. I think it's just a bundle in the online exclusives. Yes. Okay. So here is the pet love bundle. So stamp set and dies. And you can see how stinking cute this is, right? OMG, you guys. So cute. And then to pair it with the pattern paper like that, I think she said card idea from Mary Dietrich. I'm not sure. But this is a nice neutral color. She did do several colors. So as the swap host, I get to choose which one I want. And that's it. So very awesome. And just the details on it. Like look at the edging and everything. Okay. Next one, I'm going to need, Kathy Wenzel. Kathy might be on here yet too. I love this. And I'm going to tell you a couple things why it really just shows off to me. Or, this is, I don't know if I know the stamp set, but maybe is it? Oh, it is. So this is an online exclusive. And it is this product suite called Modern Christmas. So the suite comes DSP, large hoops, the stamp set. Oh yeah, I do not know this die. So somebody will have to tell me where this die is from. Because I thought it was part of this, but it's not. The greeting is. And then this awesome thread or twine. So it comes with the black and gold and the white and gold. For sure. Now, what's nice is that the thread doesn't have to be just Christmas, right? It's paired with Christmas stuff here. But I more see it for like Happy New Year or for Valentine's Day paired with a pink, or I mean, really just anything. Halloween. The other thing on this card is she used the designer series paper, and you could definitely do that with strips of scraps, right? So yeah, Kathy Wenzel, if you are on here, let me know what this die is, or if somebody else knows. But what she did is she took this die and then die cut it out of the gold and snipped it to create a mat. So I don't know if you guys can see the back of that, but that's what she did. She snipped it apart and then it creates a mat around the outside. So if you ever have any that don't have a coordinating die like this one where it mats it, you can create your own mat. So awesome. Okay, next we have one from Beth Maxwell. And this one, it could be Label Me Grateful. Yeah, is that in one of the catalogs? Oh, label goes with the other card I made. Oh, grateful labeled. Okay, is that... Sorry, we're learning things. We are learning things. I'm guessing that would be in this catalog. Right here, traditional labels? No, I lied. But look at those. Those are cute. Well, you know, things. Okay. We'll get there. July. Oh, July. Okay. So the online exclusives come out every other month. Here we go. Label Me Grateful. Ah ha ha. So Label Me Grateful right there. And there is, that is really cute. Yeah, let me see if I can find your other card. They're all kind of mixed up in here. But since we're talking about it. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I had no idea where this was from. So that is awesome. Another bundle on your list. Yeah, and look at, she added Wink Estella, if you guys can see that, on these two flowers, and it just made them pop. I love these colors. I love that you added this bright purple, and just to kind of give the colors a little more oomph. Yeah, and then here's the inside. So that is great. Here is again that one. So that is from the online exclusives in July. So if you haven't gotten that yet, online exclusives are while supplies last. So definitely check it out. Check it out. Okay. Kathy put hers on a post-it note, so I don't have to put that back in the thing right away. All right. Next up is Beth Maxwell's. And Beth did, is this the pine cones? Let me see. Well, no. Maybe? Hold on. Here's the elegant pine cones. Yeah, so that's the swag. I think. Nope, that's not. All right, somebody's going to have to help me with this one. So let's find which bundle this is. And Beth, let's check out. See if there's an inside. But I never just like put a little dab of ribbon there. And that just looks so great without like covering up the additional details. Um, and then a little bit on the inside. And I absolutely love these stitched dies. And look at the details on the pine cones too. I mean, yes. Not only like with the little circles for the holly, but then adding in these circles just brings out the holly. Branching out bundle. Branching out bundle. Let's see. You guys, my nose is itchy. So the branching out bundle must be in our mini catalog. Branching out bundle. Page 50. So close, yet so far away. Okay. Oh, yes. All right. So here is the stamp set and the dies. So I know, right? These dies are so stinking cute. So stinking cute. You've been waiting all evening. You didn't get a notification. Oh, that's okay. You didn't miss too much yet, Tina. So there's that. And there's the swap. Okay. Let's grab, this one is an online exclusive, right? We talked about these pairs before. This one is by Susan Birch, and the pairs were from July online exclusives. And let me tell you, you guys, we got like 60 pairs from our tree that we planted a few years ago. And Brian made pear wine, so that's fermenting. And then he also canned some pears and made a pear buttered pears or something. And then yesterday he made a pear cheesecake, which we didn't have enough pears because some of them were no good. But so I had him add strawberries in with it, and we got to try that yet. But I will take a picture and post the recipe if it's any good. But all right, so here's the pears. You can see she added wing Stella. Make them sparkly. This ribbon is part of this collection. Here it is. It's called Perfectly Pears. The designer series paper, you can cut the pears out of, which is what she did here. So that wasn't any stamping, and the flowers. So everything is die cut from the designer series paper. And a pretty inside. Yes, awesome, right? And that Mossy Meadow gold ribbon. OMG. Like, talk about stunning. That is super sparkly. So if you missed that ribbon, that is going to be perfect for your Christmas cards or Halloween. Like, green is a really rich fall color. So don't forget about those July online exclusives. Okay. Now we're going to take a little break and chit chat about a demonstrator special. So let me grab my paperwork here. Here we go. So I did some math. Stampin' Up! Is going to offer 2 sign-up specials in the month of October. Okay? So, let's write that on here first. October 1st through the 31st. So the first special is where you would get $189 worth of product for our standard $99. Okay? That is a wonderful deal. Wonderful deal. Now I'm going to tell you why this is a better deal, okay? So I'm going to cross that off. So both of these deals would get you $90 in free product. However, when you sign up for only $35, you get to choose $125 worth of product. You cannot go over that. And why do I think this is a better deal? Because if you really do need $189 worth of product, after you sign up, you're going to order your additional product. So you will get 20% off, which is a better deal than just like doing this. So you get 20% off any order after you sign up. Okay? Then when you do that order, you will get an additional 10% in rewards that you would use the next time. Okay? So if you're looking at this, 189 minus 125. Oh, I forgot the math. 189 minus 125. That is $64. Okay, so $64. So when you order $64, you would get 20% off of that, which is better than just getting free shipping. And then you'll get 10% in rewards. So you would get $6.40 in rewards. And then you would get 20% off, which would be $12.80. Over here, if you ordered that $64, you would only get free shipping, which is only, let's just do 10%. So, which is only $6.40. Okay. So this is going to be the better deal. You are actually getting triple the value on that additional $64 of product. Plus you can actually order more than just the $64, right? So, the other thing to know, when you sign up to be a demonstrator, not only do you get access to pre-order stuff. So in October will be the pre-order for November online exclusives. So you get perks right away. Okay. Also, I know this is a lot, but this is my math, and this is where I want to make sure that if you are curious at all about signing up, like I've never seen a deal like this, so definitely do it. We do this thing at Stampin' Up called Quick Start. In Quick Start, what it is, and for us, because we're in the US, CSV is just dollar amounts. But when you sell or purchase $900 in your first full 3 months, you get $50 in product credit. And additionally, if you do $1,800 in sales, you will get an additional $100. Now, you don't have to get this goal number 1, in order to earn goal number 2. So, if it just doesn't work out. So when you sign up in October, you would have all the way until January to get $900, and then all the way until April to get $1,800 in sales, right? And then when you get to that $1,800 in sales, you also get 25% instead of 20% off. Okay? Yeah, Tina's raising her hand. Tina's excited, and I think she's going to sign up in October. The other thing to know is that if you don't want to do anything extra and you just want to get the deal, you absolutely can do that. All right. There's nothing saying that you have to order anything more or less. You would be wasting getting 20% off of future things, but you technically don't need to place an order until I don't even know when. Let's see. October. So it would be, it would be like March or something. So, because you have a quarterly minimum, but you don't have to do that until your next full quarter. So there's a lot of time to do that. Okay. So, the other thing to note is when you sign up, is there any shipping on the $35 option? No. So there's free shipping on both things. So I'll just do the starter kit. So in all the starter kits, you're going to get free shipping. You do have to pay tax because, you know, everything's taxed. You're going to get catalogs. So you can hand those out to anybody and tell them, hey, I just signed up. If you're interested, you know, let me know. And then you're going to get a paper pumpkin. And they just throw one in there. And you also, I believe they used to have a really awesome pen. I know that came in there and it kind of writes like this one. So in every starter kit, you are going to get this. So it would be $35 plus tax. Gosh, that's like nothing. And then you will be eligible to start ordering your own. You'll earn rewards. You'll earn all the things, pre-order online exclusives, and start building up your quick start stuff. And I'm here for you. You get also added to my demonstrator group. So typically every week or every other week, I talk about all the updates and everything and what's going on. Okay, that is my spiel. I will be posting more of this, but definitely know this is never before. I've not seen it. Maybe it's been around in the 20 years that I've been a demonstrator, but I definitely have not seen this price point. And that does not mean that Stampin' Up! Is in trouble or hindering. It just means that Stampin' Up! Wants to get this out there. Every company right now is seeing a slight decrease, but Stampin' Up! Is like so stable. They share that stuff with us all the time. Okay. So that's that. The other thing to note that started today, I talked a little bit about this, is, yes, it's starting a new Stampin' Up! Year, a new Stampin' Up! Incentive trip earning period, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, very accurate, Sean. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so the 12 days of crafting calendar. I decided I didn't want to call it an advent calendar because I highly doubt when I order this that I am going to keep it for that long. So with this, you get actually 13 products because it comes with a stamp set. I will be sharing more images that I have. But I can tell you that right here, this is a sneak peek at some of the items that are in here. Everything coordinates together too. It is $99. However, if you're a demonstrator, right, you would be able to get that for 20% off. You can also get it as part of your $125 worth of products. So just think about that. So 12 days of crafting calendar. Each day you can open something new. There's just a lot of things. I know the price point is really high, but I can tell you the value is there. I mean, right away, you are going to get a double stamp set. So that's like $30 right there. And I mean, from the picture here, it looks like there's dies. So when you buy like a regular bundle, that's like $55. Looks like there might be some designer series paper, some other things. I mean, the value is definitely there. I wouldn't doubt it if there's some ribbon or some other stuff. So, let me know if you are interested in this. I am probably, and I don't want to like overexert myself, but I am going to have projects, not particularly PDFs, but possibly PDFs. I'm just going to put PDF question mark, but definitely videos for projects because I know I'm going to be using this. So I will send that to you all for free when you purchase this kit. So it is going to be great. I'm going to order mine today and start crafting with it as soon as possible. Yep, you betcha. I'm not waiting 12 days to open those. Okay. So, we will save the other things because I got to grab one of the things from my table. Let's get back to our swaps. Here's the next swap. This one is from Cheryl Bennett. And you can see here, maybe you can't see, it is a slight fancy fold. So I guess it's more of a fun fold. It's not like fancy, but it is fun. So that is a wonderful bundle or spree as well. You guys are awfully quiet tonight. I mean, you know, all the things. Maybe I was talking too much. I had to take my mother-in-law to, sorry, I'm looking for the stamp set while I'm trying to talk. I had to take my mother-in-law to this eye appointment, and it's where she has blood in her eye. So she has to get a shot so that it decreases the blood that pools in her eye. And let me tell you, it just takes forever. That doctor is definitely like overworked, underpaid. I don't even know. Gosh, I cannot find this. I don't know. Maybe it's an online exclusive. But yeah, it was just craziness to me. So, oh my gosh. Let's see. Maybe it was last month's online exclusive. But anyways, so literally I picked her up at like 1:45 and we got back. Oh, here it is. We got back at 5 o'clock and she lives like 2 minutes from the clinic. Okay, here we go. This was a July online exclusive as well. Oh yeah, duh, because we have the shimmer stars. Again, these stars on here, which these are little, they would go well with many different things. Christmas, New Year's, all sorts of holidays. The designer series paper is in here. And then this is that is not the stamp set. Okay. Well, oh, no, right down here. That shows that. Where is the... Hold on. Well, I don't know. It doesn't show it on there, though. Ooh, it's another set. So this is the stamp set and dies. Oh my goodness. I love those. Look at the little spider webs. That would, again, be a great scrapbooking. And the eek and the boo. Why do I do this to myself, honestly? All right, great card. There we go. Hey, Jeremiah. Can you grab that kit off of the table? It's like a stand-up kit. All right, this one is also Cheryl Bennett's. And I know the designer series paper is from the pine cones. It's like, it has a whole box. No, like it's made with a box. So the Elegant Pine Cone Snowflakes, that's right there. We talked about these faceted snowflakes with Nanette's card too. And then the Happy New Year, that has a punch. And that is this sign design right here. And I just really like the way that that looks. Happy New Year, stamped a little greeting, even though that's like the inside. So you can see that. So another online exclusive. So you can't forget about them, guys. You can't. Like probably right in the middle of the table.
Leaves?
With cards sticking out of it.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah. All right. Good. I forgot to grab that and we need to talk about that in a second. Okay. Here we have, Susan Birch. And this is a little bit of a fancy fold. check that out. Boom. So it's like a Z fold and a book fold all in one. Like, how stinking cute, right? We all hate sending sympathy cards, but it's something that's got to happen. And I am absolutely loving this peace dove. Let's see. This is in the mini. I just got to go back one. It's called Peaceful Garden Suite. So Peaceful Garden Suite right here. And Peace on Earth is the bundle. And then she used the designer series paper. This is glimmer paper. Like glimmer. And the flowers. So you can see all of the great things in there. So how cute. I think we might have to try this. Like, oh, look at that. Okay. So this part is taped down and then it's just scored here, which creates the Z fold. And then when you put on this extra piece, it just kind of hangs over. This is a cool one. I think we're going to have to try that. Okay. Next up is a card from Rachel Kuhn. And I am going to need help finding this. I can tell you that already. So Rachel did... Jeremiah, can you shut my door?
Yeah.
He must be cleaning his fish tanks. I can hear things. Okay. So on this card, we have the Cajun and gold dots. And we have this leaf. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really neat embossing folder. Nope, not that. And I don't know the stamp set or anything, but I'm sure it's going to be something that I need to purchase. Just lots of layers on here. Gathering moments. I have the swap list. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Yes. Come on. Get back. There we go. Gathering moments is not here. I swear we will get there. That is the right. Oh. Why do I keep doing that? I keep having to adjust. Okay. Oh, yes. Here we go. So I just wasn't looking at the designer series paper that's in this paper pack. Oh my goodness. Look at those dies and all the things. Oh my goodness. So she had to die cut. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 leaves per swap and then use this embossing folder. So that's a lot of times going through. So everything is from that suite. The twine, everything. Oh my goodness. Very awesome. Okay. Next up is a card from Manda Dorley. And this card uses our traditional colors when we think of Christmas, right? This designer series paper is one of my favorites. I love the gold in there. Oh my goodness. And I think it's called Traditions. Yes, Traditions of Christmas Suite. Let me just get to, here we go. We have lots of, so this starts on page 21. And then 22, lots of things here. So I'm not sure this embossing folder, if somebody recognizes it, because it's just got some holly on it. But check all of that out. That's all used as traditions. So speaking of traditions of Christmas, Stampin' Up! Is doing an online class. And I did talk about this a little bit last week. So it's an online crafting class, October 23rd at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 3 o'clock our time if you're in Central. So it's about 2.5 hours. It costs $30. You do not get any supplies with it. It is just the class, but it coordinates with this traditions of Christmas. And then this is the additional supplies list, which I sort of talked about. Of course, they think you should have the sweet collection, which includes all of this stuff. And then like some of this additional stuff is Secrecy, Keeping Traditions 12 by 12, which if you're ordering this suite, it would come with that. So I'm not sure why they have that on there. But gold foil sheets and some other things. A lot of this stuff you're already going to have. Oh, that could very well be a hybrid folder. Jolly Holly hybrid folder? Huh. I obviously don't know what that is. Okay, so create unique samples, but this is $30. It's all through Stampin' Up! If you are going to purchase the kits and stuff, I would appreciate if you did do that through me, but I personally will not be offering anything extra with that. I will be taking the class, however. So let's just see if that hybrid... So embossing folders. Nope, it's not in this one. I don't know. We'll come back. All right, but that is stinking cute. Stinking cute. Yeah, Nanette is on top of it. She is all just like, I got this. I got it. Don't worry. She has all these cards at home, too. Since she participated in the swap. And she made a couple of them. I don't know, like this one. Miss Nanette, why don't you tell us about this card? So we did already see this suite earlier tonight. But Nanette used the embossing folder. So not only did she incorporate in the designer series paper, but then she embossed the designer series paper around there. Here we see more of the glimmer paper. And yep, okay. The bird is out of the velvet. Can you guys see the texture on that? I'm not sure if you can. But yeah, just whoosh. There's a lot of detail on here. And then the inside with the leaves. So pretty as right, Tina. Absolutely. All right. One of the cats is at the door, which is why I had the door open. Now it's just, things. So here, these are all of the things that she used. So you can see the list in case you want to replicate that. Yep. There we go, baby. There we go. Okay. Next up is, let's grab, nope. There is one card that I'm not going to show you guys. I'm sorry, but I think I'm going to utilize that for my class, at least the design. So here's another card using that same bundle from Wendy. And when I was talking about that embossing folder, you can see she's got it around the top of here and then added the different layers as well. Here is the ribbon. It's like a silver and marina, but definitely just awesome. I'm not normally drawn to suites like this, but it's definitely one that I've used several times. Okay. Here we go. Here is the next one, Teresa Snyder Granberry. And she used the snowflakes. Let's see. It is in the annual catalog, or the mini catalog, sorry. And with the glimmer paper from the bundle we were just talking about, or the suite, I should say, here is, it's called Snowy Delights. And this was the one that I used when I made that card. This card here with the embossing and the stencils. So you can see here is, I love how they have like the design of this snowflake. So yeah, another pretty, yep, exactly. It is just amazing. So, and then the background here, if you can see that, is the paper. We have a paper that is embossed with snowflakes and white. So if you haven't gotten that, again, scrapbooking, hello. Okay. This one is from Laura Rothel, and she used the tractors. The tractors came out in July, I believe, or sometime here. Tractors, yes, Tractor and Company bundle. Now, this again, Jolly Holly is July online exclusive. Okay. Oh, we are right there. So it's right down here, Jolly Holly. I guess I totally missed that. Honestly, I was so focused on the sunflower embossing folder that I missed this one. So it says it's a hybrid embossing folder. Thanks, Nanette. You are super. So back to that one card with the Jolly Holly, or the holly around it. So this is what it shows. You can't really see it. Oh, the dove set is beautiful. Yes, it is. It is. All of them are so beautiful. So that is that hybrid embossing folder. I might have to look at that. That would make a very good like scrapbooking too, and these sayings. Okay, so Tractor and Company is the card that we're on. So that's the bundle there. You can see the stamps and the dies. So you really do kind of piecemeal it together. And then the thing that I really loved about this card in particular is she paired it with our So Swirly embossing folder, and that just really looks like the sky. I mean, look at all of these die cuts. I just couldn't imagine, especially with I think I have carpal tunnel in my hand. I just can't imagine all of those die cuts. It is so awesome and crazy at the same time. But the tractor comes with several things that you can put in the trailer. So that's really cool. Okay, next up is from Wendy Latterman. And Wendy did kind of the same fun fold as is one of our other ladies. And it's, except different, I should say, kind of the same, right? The other one had the whole front of the card that lifted up, and then this one opens up like that. And who doesn't love animals? I don't care who you are, but if you do not say that animals are cute, just don't talk to me at all. Like, there has to be some sort of animal that you like. Honestly, I had a hard time deciding. There's another card. Let me find it. Or was it that one? Hold on. One moment, please. Nope, it was that one. So I had a hard time deciding which animal I wanted because there are so many stinking cute ones. And that is in the mini catalog. Now, you guys are going to have to tell me which is your favorite animal. I'm going to show you the set. Oh my goodness. There's so many good things in here. Okay. So here are the people. Okay, the animals. There we go. So in here, but there are more animals on this die cut piece, right? So many animals, and that's where I was having a problem. So there's a black bear, there's a brown bear, There's a fox. There's a yellow lab. There's a oh my gosh. What is it called? A wiener dog. And then there's a collie. There's cats. There's a orange cat. And oh, there's an owl. There's a raccoon. Like so many different animals. So you guys got to tell me which animal is your favorite. Oh, is that going to focus at all there for you? It's going in and out. Okay. So definitely like tell me which animal is your favorite. I ended up choosing the brown bear because I thought it coordinated really well with the designer series paper. Okay. Next up is from Beth Maxwell. And here, squirrel. Is there a squirrel on there? There might be a squirrel on there. I don't know. It's very tiny for my eyes to see. Fox, yes. All right. This is using the jar stamp and punch. And honestly, I have no idea on the rest. I know this designer series paper was the online exclusive right here, the gold. I also use that. I'm going to just skip to mine. I also use that designer series paper on there so you can see how different it looks. Looks like a badger. Oh yeah, I think there was a badger. Oh, instead of a raccoon? You might be right. But you can just see the gold, the black, and how different that looks. Oh, we both paired it with shaded spruce though. So there's that. Let me just tell you, my card here uses the Beautiful Pumpkins bundle, which was an online exclusive. And it's just the bundle. It didn't have anything else with it. And we used that before. That's that sheet where I had numerous ones stamped out. This sheet. And I just really loved the look of this. So I ended up using that as my swap. So basic beige, shaded spruce. And then I did make my stem black though. And then I paired that with our ribbon that is shaded spruce as well. And those same circles. If you guys don't have these circles, yes. Okay, so back to Beth's card. I don't know, the jar, and the little snowman. I know the jar was a punch. I think maybe in July. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Here we go. How am I ever going to choose? Yeah, exactly. But that's the nice thing. You choose $125 worth of stuff. And then after your demo, you get more at a discount. So, Jar of Joy stamp set. Is there a... I don't think the punch is here. Okay, so the Jar of Joy, we do have a punch and another jar in the big annual catalog, I want to say. But look at the little snowman. I guess I didn't even realize that. I wish I would have ordered this on the stamp sale that we just had. Honestly, that is so stinking cute. Only 20 bucks. Oh, I'm going to have to definitely get that because I was looking at that jar, the jar thing for quite a while. I'm just making sure it's not a different online exclusive, the jar, while we're talking about it. Oh, it is. Haha. Okay. So the jar that comes in a bundle is called Sweet Jar Bundle. And look at that. So it's got hearts, it's got clovers, it's got good luck, happy birthday. There's been so many things with that. So I totally missed that I had another coordinating stamp set. As far as the trees and stuff, I have no idea where that came from. So you guys are going to just have to tell me. But yeah, and more of those squares, the textured notes dies is what these squares are. Okay. It's 8:40 already. Holy buckets. I feel like I've been talking forever. All right. Next card. We only have a few cards left. Oh, but look at this. Hold on. Backtrack. Rachel Kuhn's card also has these trees on it. So, these trees. They must be something. So Rachel Kuhn's card, she had used several different colors too. So that makes it really hard when like I get to choose which one I want. But this must be a whole set then. With dies and stamps. Is that what a whole set is? Pine tree trimmings. Are you finding that where? Oh, right here. See, another thing that I missed. Oh my gosh. I think this is going to be a wonderful stamp bundle for scrapbooking. So pine tree trimmings. Yes. Yes, queen. So the bundle's only $33.25. Oh, because you get to stamp 3 different trees and then it's all the same. Oh my gosh. And you can also, right, if you need a smaller tree, I remember this before. So if you are want a smaller tree, all you do is cut it off right there, right? So you just trim it right across and then you can just add a little piece for your stem or whatever. So if you need bigger trees, littler trees, this designer series paper is black and white. I wonder if that is the... Oh my gosh, it is the back side. I can't believe somebody used the back side. But it's this paper and it's the back side of that paper. Or hold on. Nope, I lied. It is gold. Oh no. Yes, it is the back side right there. This piece. Oh, that's brave, but it looks amazing. Looks great. Okay. She's got a sticky note on there. So then we are moving on. Look how cute that is. So we've really been using these arches a lot. So if you do not have these arches, definitely like check those out. So this is Melinda Hutchinson. And oh yeah, this has to go over there. And these gingerbread guys, let me tell you, it is just crazy. Because, I mean, who doesn't make cookies or buy cookies or whatever? I might be looking in the wrong publication. But I thought it was in here. Oh, yep. Oh no, that just shows me cookies. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. Well, I thought Gingy was in here. But that's okay. So you guys just love to watch me flip through the catalog. Here it is. Well, this is the big gingerbread man, not the little ones and the cooking. Maybe I missed it. Maybe. Okay. Well, homemade treats. Yeah, it's right here. I'm just like, Okay. Homemade treats. There you go. You can see that cut out all those pieces. So if she wanted, or that stamps all the pieces, I should say. And then you can die cut out whatever you want. The little serving tray. I mean, how stinking cute is that? Again, a wonderful stamp set for scrapbooking too. It's beginning to taste like Christmas. Okay, here is the gingerbread man, the big guy. So that is Melinda Hutchinson, and he is in the holiday or the mini catalog. he's big too. Like, so, I mean, it depends like what you need for your scrapbooking needs or something like that, but this is big. And this is a fun fold. So this is gingerbread man set. So you can see here, it cuts out this whole big piece and then they're together. So she tucked him underneath there. See, use the little, how cute, right? I think that design from Melinda needs a little love. Definitely some love. And then the peppermint treats. Yes. How cute. So, like, if you do little tags or something like that, you know, I don't know, on your gifts. Look at this. Oh, snap. How many of you guys know Shrek, right? Whenever I see not my gumdrop buttons, that's what it always makes me think of. Gingy on there. All right, we've got 2 left. Whew. All right, this one is that Traditions of Christmas again. As you can see, well utilization of the paper. We have that die. I believe that is the die from that suite. And let's just get there. And then we have these. Now, we haven't talked that much about these. Oh, my phone must almost be dead. So if I clunk out here, those are the Emphera packs, and it has all these different sentiments in there. So yes, that is right here. We have the dies and everything that coordinate with that. Okay, last one, because my phone is going to die. And this is the snowflake one again. So this is Manda Dorley, and she used that hybrid embossing folder as the background. And yeah, the snowflake, the pine, that is an online exclusive. And the paper and everything is snowflakes, but it's made out of pine needles. Yes. So awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. One last thing that I had printed off here, and it is October 4th, World Card Making Day. And I can't believe I did this again. I know I printed it off before, but it's October 4th. And I don't remember the time. I want to say 2 p.m. Central. But this is a free event, you guys. Free event, class online. I highly recommend, though. It coordinates with this amazing, oh yeah, both are great sets to go with tags for Christmas gifts. It's called Handmade and Heartfelt. And it, like you make this box. It also makes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. You have these printed envelopes. You get a stamp set, all of everything, a block, like so stinking cute. And I can't remember the dollar amount, but it's like